Welcome in.
Oh,
We got Isaac on the sticks
we
here.
got me on the sticks today.
Chilling. We are agents of chaos. We're the goon squad of crypto, aka the hit network goon squad. Welcome into the blockchain basement. We are partnered up with a great exchange. If you're out here trading the chaos, look at that. I can almost grab it. Trade with us on 2bit. I got a long in right before the show here. We are looking good so far in this trade. I am heavily overexposed. This is like a $35,000 trade. If you add it all up, it's about 2K on 20x leverage here. Good morning, Bree. Come on in here. Don't be shy. Unbelievable.
Scam!
Bree is having a hard time keeping up with the scam comments. Okay, so she'll go in there, kill the scam comments right after we go live. But I need you guys going in, dropping a comment after the show is done. Just be like, hey, watch out for the scammers that are going to come on this damn thing. We're fighting them back. They are just relentless out there, you guys. Shout out. What's that? They're killing her. They're killing her. Yeah, she goes through deletes. You need a microphone almost at times, but these are not, actually, I guess these are new shades. I refuse to spend more than $10 on sunglasses.
I do not blame you.
5 below for you. I mean, I don't know. I'm very hard on sunglasses. I break them a lot. And man, I don't know. Subscribers only mode only works for the live stream. We don't have a hard time with scammers during the live stream per se. It's after the live stream is done. So if you can, make sure to go in after the show's done. Just say, hey, you did it anyways. I mean, it's kind of reasonable to do subscribers only.
We got botted last time.
We did get botted. And you see, the better that the bull market starts looking, the better Bitcoin's doing, the more scammers are going to be coming out there. Shout out to a meme coin that's not a scam.
Bobcat.
Wow, Bobcat, you're looking juicy. You're making me happy. Even though I don't own any of the token, it makes my heart swell to see how people out there making money off of a meme coin on Solana that is not a pump and dump immediate just wreckage. Because I have to sit here as a crypto person that's online talking to people, and I have to deal with all of their wrecked stories. It's really warming my heart to see you out there, Bobcat, not doing that to the folks. Currently, we're sitting here in a trade. I just entered this trade, got in at about, what is this, 71,896. We could, by all means, come back down to this volume node and test out this volume node. Thinking I might set a stop loss in here around like 71.65-ish, maybe. Maybe if we lose this, we'd lose the momentum. Or I might just ruin my day like I always do and put the stop loss in slight profit covering the trade so it's a free trade and then watch it go to the moon. And I made $10,000 off. You know, if I would have left that fucking trade open at 68,000 instead of being responsible, it would have been a $10,000 grab. That's how horrible my life is.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I mean, at least I call the markets the right way. But Jesus, this thing is just, it's hard to be responsible sometimes. And what I'm looking at here, this kind of just looks like an overall carved out bull flag to me. Sure, we could get a washout down to this little shelf under there, but things are feeling juicy. Isaac, how was okay, so first of all,
what?
When are you going to start waking up earlier in the morning?
Yeah? I try, you know.
I highly suggest it. Because if you want to catch the trades early or really get a feel for the market, all the volume and the juiciness is happening while Wall Street's up and awake, man. You can get positioned before Wall Street's awake.
I'm not Wall Street.
Well, I know me and you both. We're not Wall Street, but I'm trying to fade Wall Street's moves. Wall Street's feeling very good about Bitcoin. We got people joining us in the chat. Shout out to you guys. Jay, Crypto in My Veins, Bobcat meme up there. Give you a shout out earlier. Deucey does crypto. Boot out the scammers when I find out there's so many. Yeah, Deucey, it's a battle. Deucey's overseeing the Discord. Shout out to you for all the help in there. And you know what? When we're this massive company and we are this blockchain basement corporation, Deucey, it's gonna be a general right there.
Amen.
Jeff Neeb, Bob from accounting, Crypto Naughty. The audio mix is crazy. Please advise. I wonder what craziness is about it. GM, old alt's about to get good liquidity. Link AVAX to lead the pack of the old slow movers. I'd agree with that, Web3 and me. I'd agree with that. I'm still holding my Link strong, holding my AVAX. I took a lot of profits on AVAX when it hit $52. Still holding a pretty good amount, though. A Link bags are thick still. Jay-Z. We're all winning here still. Shout out to you. What's up, Bailey? All easy tunes. Literally, I'm saying he's about to beat Wall Street these days. Crypto Stevo with his savage self, insufficient enough. Overthinker. Ixie Street Sweeping with the booms. Lars. Bad Fox with her bad self. Psychedelic. Astronaut. Sack Nasty. All my people. All my people in here. I love seeing you guys hopping in here. So, what do you guys think? Now, I'm kind of feeling the stop loss. Before we get too crazy into all the news I got to cover here, I feel like the stop loss needs to go. I'm going to be a little loosey-goosey with it. Let's see what 71.6 feels like for a stop. We're going to set a stop loss. I'm going to be responsible here. Let's see here. 71.6. Bam, bam, bam. And this is just me, you know, if I lose on this trade, I can give a little bit more room than that. Let's say 71.55. And then if I win, I'm feeling like if I can just get another test of that previous high, somewhere around 73.65, give that a shout out. That'd be a nice little grab, 800, 900 bucks, sure. So now I can focus on the rest of the show. Make sure if you're not following me already, follow me on Twitter at DruthCrypto. And make sure you're subscribed to us on the YouTubes. We are 63,500 subscribers as of the date of this recording. Yes. And if you are out there trading with me in my chaos, Meanless, you know you're my people. The producer is louder, is what I meant. So you're louder than me, Isaac. That's the problem here. Okay, so you just need to speak softly, I guess. Okay. You know, but you already speak softly.
Welcome to the blockchain.
Don't do that. That's weird. It makes me feel weird. Okay. Willis Wilsford, all the people, Heaven Peck, Meanless up in the chat. You are my people, Meanless. God, we need a Meanless. You know what, Meanless? Where is the? Oh fuck! I need someone to send me that sound. I need someone to send me the sound. Me and Isaac have been searching the internet, but we have not gone to the dark edges of the porn where it exists.
And I will not go there. I told Drew I'd rather, you know, rope myself than
so I don't want to really send him to that realm of the internet to get this sound bite.
Twitter's bad enough.
If anyone has that sound bite, please send it to me. We need to put it into the soundboard. Unbelievable. So now where we're at right now, God, it's almost tempting to put this stop into profit already. You know what? This is distracting. It's already up by 3%, 4%. Where's the liquidity live? You know what? I know where XRP retail lives. It's at 52 cents. Holy God. Isaac keeps using that. And you need to spread that gospel far and loud. I do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that are going to be trapped in that XRP hopium through the remainder of 2025. Quick reminder, the appeal and all that jazz that's going on with the SEC looks like it's not going to be done until October 2025, thus blue balling all of the XRP holders as Bitcoin and the rest of these alts and the new alts especially go to the moon. Can you recreate this soundbite? Oh, fuck. Maybe. I mean, if I do it good enough. Fuck. No, that was, you know, that's not good. It's, oh, fuck. You know, I don't know. We need to, and maybe you guys make one for me. Now, where's the liquidity live in here? Where's the liquidity sitting at here? Let's take a look at it. We got a nice little grab here at 72,975 bucks. On the larger time frame, let's back it up. Look at the forest to the trees. 6 months time frame. Yeah, man, look at all that wipeout. I mean, people are like, I don't know where it's going. Up and to the right? Question mark. How much do you put in and at what leverage? So Bob from accounting, I'm trading on 2-bit with Code Basement, of course.
All caps.
And I'm doing 20x leverage. And I'm trading with $1,000 to $2,000 of margin at a time. So 20x, $1,000 bucks. That's a $20,000 trade on the overall. Right now, this current one's at I think 35K. I'm already up by $100 though. Shit, man. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. 72.1 coming in here. We got the bulls and the bears confused. Is it really up time? Is it really? And me, I could just remain psychosisly bullish and ride this one all the way back up to 73.6. Isaac sounds a little too transsexual on that.
Take that back.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why it made me feel weird. Speaking of transsexuals, we're going to be talking about MrBeast and a new crypto scam here in today's show. He's blocked off my television, so I'm never going to let my children watch that show ever. Well, not gonna lie, man, you've become my favorite after receiving the daily morning streams from DC Kelly, and this is like the office party after the news. You're damn right. You're damn right. You know, we're a little bit extra unhinged down here. I have to hold things back less. Now, we are in the midst. We got like 5 days till the election. People are saying Kamala wins, we're going to zero. Trump wins, we're going to the moon. Here's some nuance from a pretty intelligent take. Let's have a listen to this.
I think the most important thing for Bitcoin is that the election happens. Regardless of a Trump win or a Harris win, the regulatory setting for Bitcoin is improving. And I think that's what you're seeing reflected in the price. Of course, in the short term, crypto favors a Trump victory over a Harris victory. But really, Bitcoin doesn't need Washington to succeed. Regardless of what happens, institutions are moving into the space, adoption is rising, ETF flows are happening. I think we go higher either way. It just might be a little bit faster under Trump.
Yeah, and when we talk about that, maybe a clarity from a regulation perspective, right? How much of that is necessary in order to continue that momentum, even potentially past 100,000?
Yeah, it's a great question. Look, I think we're going above 100,000 on Bitcoin. I think the regulatory clarity you're talking about actually matters more for the so-called altcoins, for Ethereum on down.
Completely agree with this take. Excellent, excellent things to keep in mind. The regulatory clarity matters more so for the altcoins. All of our little altcoin bags that the SEC wanted to call securities, because essentially Bitcoin and the anonymous nature of it, not necessarily the transactions. You know, it's a public transaction ledger, but who created Bitcoin and how to stop it is the anonymous part. And that's the only reason, in my opinion, why Bitcoin has made it this far, from a few cents, fractions of a cent, all the way on up to now we're playing around in a bull flag up in the $70,000 range, right? The only reason we've been able to make it this far is because there was no specific figure to black bag for fiat-loving governments across the world. But what he's saying here, Matt Hogan, regardless of the Trump or Kamala Harris win, the regulatory setting for Bitcoin is improving. And I completely agree with this. This is setting up the precedent for this, dare I say, super cycle. I know it's kind of a weird word to say, but we have ETFs being approved. We have Donald Trump in this Bitcoin-backed dollar conversation that it looks like, should the election still be a thing here in the United States, I don't see there any way or reason for them stopping him from coming back into the office. HBO cracked the case. That HBO, Les Strassman, I think it was. I don't think he's Satoshi. I really, really don't. Now, moving on to the other stuff, the other goods we have for Bitcoin. BlackRock's ETF surpassed $30 billion in assets. Sure, it's nothing. Sure that BlackRock is just going to get completely rugged and they're going to allow us 4-year maxis to just absolutely shellac them on the charts. You know I'm being sarcastic about this. BlackRock knows it's the unstoppable force of Bitcoin, meeting the immovable object of U.S. government and BlackRock behind it. And now we must ask ourselves, we're 4-year maxis. We understand the crypto cycle very concisely. We have multiple data points of cycles that we've been working off of that have actually been pretty damn effective. A lot of people saying this is a gimme that the top is coming in October. Easy. I can sell the top easy, right? Anytime I hear that something is going to be easy in crypto, I absolutely think that that's going to fall on its face. And really what I think is going to happen here is that a lot of people that subscribe to the time frame that are in a very good mindset about how 4-year cycles work, they're going to find that BlackRock's going to outtrade them by shortening the cycle, by not making it so easy to sell the top in October. And that is why I'm starting to ladder out of the market beginning at the beginning of May. I'm going to go out by 20% clips, take my profits off the table beginning of the summer of 2025. And if everything goes to hell before October happens, guess what? I'm out early. And I've already made my profits because I've been getting in early. And that's what the value of following this channel, following Kelly's channel, Discover Crypto, Frankie Candles, and his psychopathic trading patterns there. He's always schlonging everything. He's a schlong master. But Frankie is incredible at the charts. If you're following this stuff early, you're getting position early, you're set up for success regardless. And shout out to M. Vino for dropping the membership. For our wonderful person, Kevin Turner, who's down there grabbing it. Kevin, come hang out down in the Discord here. Check it back on the trade. Still in profit. Oof, feeling juicy. Where's the RSI at? What is this? Hell. The RSI is a little bit halfway there. We gotta check this out on TradingView. May as well. Bitcoin dominance. Let's do a refresh on this bad boy. Came in at 60% for a moment here on TradingView. Yeah, so it's just the tip made it to 60%. Now it's coming in at 59.88. So not that bad, honestly. Things, our altcoins didn't go to zero. That's great news. Let's go to Bitcoin on the index. Check it out here. And I do believe this is on the logarithmic time frame. Something very, very interesting on the logarithmic time frame is, what we're looking at here. We have had kind of a muted moment, but honestly, it's harder to move the price when it gets up here into the 1.3 trillion market cap. What we're looking at, I want to look at the smaller time frames because I am psycho handing a leverage trade. We got some recent green dots. That's super. The money flow looks like it's on the way back up in the shorter time frame. Great. We're sitting pretty. So feeling good about this trade. Really, I'm going to put it in a protected stop loss and see if I can snag that 673.6 attempt again for Bitcoin. Now, this from Altcoin Daily, talking about the assets. That's super. We know BlackRock's going to out-trade the shit out of this market. Minnesota Supreme Court orders Hepburn County to not interfere with the election. This is just a pretty big deal. Not really Bitcoin related, but we do see some Supreme Courts locally to Minnesota and other states trying to make sure that this election is free and fair. We'll talk about the matter later on this huge victory. Now the question is, what happens if they don't comply in general? What makes them think that they could do this in the first place? The election interference is getting blatant. So, we're not out of the woodwork yet. Microsoft is having its vote on whether the company should invest in Bitcoin. Looks like this is ongoing. And I don't see why they would reasonably vote against this, as they see number just getting ready to absolutely go to the moon. Really, really hard pressed to believe that Microsoft shareholders are going to go vote against this, as they see MicroStrategy just turn into this absolutely crazy bag holder. It's got like $8.5 billion in unrealized gains now. Absolutely stupid. Web3 having conviction in one or three assets, Bitcoin and Solana. Hold them and don't try to time the market, take profits in alts to fill those conviction bags. Completely agree with that. Absolutely, completely agree with that. Having conviction and just, a little bit of hard-headedness helps out quite a bit, unless you're an XRP maxi. Okay, I will say that. XRP, not a great thing to be hard-headed about. And you have to really start asking questions when CBDCs start to get outlawed, when you see private banks already working with Chainlink, building their own infrastructure out. You got to start questioning, is Ripple going to be the one and only winner? Now, Florida CFO urges the state retirement fund to invest in Bitcoin. This is nice seeing, we saw Wisconsin, a couple other states starting to set up their state retirement funds with Bitcoin integration. And this does give some hope that we might actually have retirements available for especially people like Isaac. What are you, 18?
Yes, sir.
So when is it that you'd be retiring? What is the retirement age, like 65?
Something like that.
So
70?
because the Social Security system, it doesn't look like it has solvency beyond 2035 unless something drastic happens. So seeing this actually gives hope for, not only for me. I'd be wanting to retire. What am I, like 40 years old? I got gray hair. I pulled a gray nose hair out of my head yesterday.
Thanks. I need to know that.
Yeah. You got a while to retire. Me, I'm getting of age. Okay. But I am trying to stave that. Now, yes, I'm overeating. Okay. Admittedly, I'm packing on like 5,000 calories a day right now. It's feeling great. I'm right under, I just weighed myself on the way down here, Isaac. 242.
242.
Yep. I'm packing it on thick. But you know what? If I can be 240, 250 and be able to punch something for a half hour straight at full volume, that's the kind of person I want to be.
Scary, but
yeah.
Yes.
That's the kind of person I aim to be in life. Now we have this Trade and Economics is a great little calendar. It gives you all the updates for all the data releases from the macroeconomic market. Earlier this morning, we had the GDP growth rate Q over Q, quarter over quarter. GDP rate year over year flash down 0.2%. GDP growth rate over the year over year coming out as well at 5 a.m. there. So this is a good little spot. I use this for trading. We have the inflation rate year over year preliminary came out this morning, and markets, the actual 2%, the previous was 1.6 and the consensus was 1.8. So a little hot on that side, but no big deal. No one cares. The private payrolls, this will be revised. This is all just lies. Basically, they're saying 233,000 payrolls through ADP expected, 111K, and the last was 143K. I'll bet you they're going to cut this number in half after the election is done. They're just using this as the precursor. Oh, look at how great the economy is under Joe Biden. Look at what Kamala has done for you. So now she'll have this little talking point. God, I'm getting heartburn. Hold on. You know what it was?
What?
The spaghetti in the morning.
Spaghetti in the morning?
Yeah, spaghetti right after a coffee. That's where this is from. And then the lip dinner, the coffee lip dinner. And shout out, I don't know if I can advertise nicotine on air or whatnot, but these are delicious. This is coffee and nicotine, okay, combined. Pure violence is delicious. Was this big boned? I'm sure you would know. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly a pretty skinny boned dude.
Skinny bones?
Yeah, I'm an ectomorph for sure. Camel toe hasn't done anything. I like reading the comments. Hold on. Sack Nasty is 50 years old. What? He's a big boned layoff. Ukraine, we twins. Drew, I didn't know you were a fatty bomb baddie. I am kind of thick. I am getting kind of thick, you know. I'm ever since I moved out to Georgia and I realized that you ain't nothing. You're like a fucking rag unless you weigh over 230 pounds out here, dude. Because you're young, okay? Yeah. You go to Talladega, those dudes are all like 6'3", 6'5", just gigantic human beings. You know what I mean? I'm used to being the biggest person around. Like Boulder County, there's a bunch of like 5 foot tall Patagonia bicycle riding twigs. I was a monster out there, you know. Out in Talladega, I looked average, so I got to change that. I'm not willing to be average. Now what do we got here? Our government on pace to grow the national debt by $1.3 trillion in the next 6 months. That sounds great. This will put us well above $37 trillion by early 2025. Likely a budget deficit of between 2.5 trillion and 3 trillion in 2025. Interest payments are about to go $1.4 trillion on just interest during the course of 2025, which would be well above the 25% of all revenue going to pay interest on national debt. There's the Yellen, the felon Yellen, just having a good time. She's almost like a Batman villain. What character is this? Is this the Penguin?
The Penguin.
Penguin?
I like that. We're going with the Penguin.
Mm-hmm. She's got Penguin vibes. And by the way, if anyone who is anyone have Max? Do you watch Max?
No, don't.
HBO Max. It's now called Max, and they got the series Penguin on it, and it is incredible. You know what? We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up. I have to do this. I love this show. It's a series that's still ongoing. It just came out. Let's go to Google. And you guys are not going to believe the actor. Max Penguin. The actor in this series. So crazy. So who is this actor? Guess in the chat. Who is that actor? Do you know who that actor is?
Nope.
Come on. Give me your best guess.
I don't know actors, man.
Well, you should know this.
Man.
Dude, it's fucking Colin Farrell. Okay? Colin Farrell is the Penguin. He is this dude. Okay? How in the hell did he pull that off? I mean, sure, a little bit of weight gain, but wow.
That can't be healthy.
I mean, I think it's got to be a mask and like a bodysuit or something like that. Like, there's no way.
Damn sure better be.
Oh my God. It's I hope that Colin is staying healthy for this show, but man, I highly recommend the Penguin. Just absolutely delicious show. Bench press, what the F is that? Hit 225 again after snapping my bicep. Damn. I am to that age where like 225 feels fine. When I was young, I was like, I'm going to fucking do 300 a bunch of times and I'm going to be super sick. I feel good about being able, like, the top I go to lately is like 245, 250. Isaac's probably going to be out benching me with all his
350.
Yeah.
max.
Oh my God, dude! Like skinny young arms just pushing a vehicle above your head. Unbelievable. Unreal. Unreal. To be young again. You know what I mean? To be young again. Now, this, imagine, if you will, living in a world where you can steal everyone's money and still be $36 trillion in debt. That's a good feeling there. Now we have 30-year mortgage rates are not slowing down, now at 7.37%, the highest level since early July. This is the warning. All these short-term softedness from the Federal Reserve not going to last, and the mortgage rates on homes, the stuff that I'm in here to buy with my crypto bags, are absolutely skyrocketing. So I do indeed continue to plan on just hammering in with cash into the mortgage market. Damn, this long is doing good. What do we have? $150? All right. We're at about what? Is this 8%?
Yep.
Now do I be reasonable? Should I?
Put your stop loss in profit or take
Should
profit?
I? Should I? No, yeah. Put the stop loss in profit. God.
Then yes, do it.
You know, no.
All right.
No, you know, let's make let's make the chat decide, because this volume, no, I could probably make it back to this POC, this local POC. You guys decide what I should do here. Protect my joints with resin. Remind Isaac to go feed Tina. Who's Tina?
I don't know who Tina is.
225 for reps is
who's
solid
Tina?
old man strength to have. Who is Tina?
Why is Tina?
Can reload pistol in less than 2 seconds. What are you talking? You can fill a mag in 2 seconds? You got one of those speed loaders? Man,
You might be.
these are not easy to load in 2 seconds. So please advise. Do you have like one of those push things? That'd be kind of cool to have. Maybe I should get them. I mean, I could do one of these mags by hand and probably like, I could do it in 30 seconds. I could get it filled in 30 seconds. Wouldn't be, well kept. I would have to just throw the rounds all over the place. The llama is Tina. Okay. Trailing stop loss 25% a hit. Maybe I'll do that. Now, what do we got here? This is what happens when your auditor says that you can no longer trust your financial statements. This is SMCI, Super Microcomputer, down 35% in a matter of minutes this morning. This is after their auditor quit. The auditor of SMCI quit. We're going to check out what this could potentially mean. I made a little thread, you guys, that has not been seen by fucking anyone. But this could potentially be the calm through before the storm. NVIDIA stack stability, a term you might not have heard about, but it's about to become a household name. Why? Because it's intricately linked with the latest saga involving Super Micro SMCI, one of NVIDIA's major buyers. What's the scoop? Allegations of financial fraud at SMCI just surfaced, leading to an SEC investigation. And if true, this could be the tech domino effect we've all feared. Implications for NVIDIA: if Super Micro's financials are indeed cooked, NVIDIA's stack stability, meaning their ecosystem and product reliability, as trusted by investors and consumers, might face unprecedented scrutiny. Now, we have to watch out for this. This is something I don't think is going to burst the bubble within the year. I don't think it's going to even burst the bubble within, say, half a year. I think that if this is unraveling before us, that we could see at the end of 2025, beginning of 2026, a cataclysmic pullback on the Wall Street sector and crypto. Don't mistake yourself. When March came about of 2024, altcoins that were AI based and all these little projects that we love and adore so much, they absolutely mooned, because the retail and the real world is realizing how powerful AI is. What you got, Isaac?
Put a stop loss on.
All right, in profit too?
In profit.
Son of a bitch. Fine. All right. Fine. What are we up to, by the way? What is this? 140 still? Fine. You know what? Fine. Fine. I'm fine. What is that going to do? How much money am I going to lose by being responsible in this? But you know what? You guys hold the power, so it's fine. What is this? All right, shit. I'll still make good. All right, fine. That's cool by me. You know what? Fine. You know, I have to move this down a little bit. Just a touch.
All right.
Here, hold on. It's like being squiggly on me. There we go. Just a touch. All right. So, yes, I do have some warnings about this SMCI situation. Will we see the results of a cooked book for one of NVIDIA's biggest buyers? Probably not within the next year. I could see this happening at the end of 2025, 2026, but pistol I'm a dead man. Slow. Tina Napoleon Dynamite. The llama Tina. God, it's a giraffe. Is it? Are they talking about Jeffrey?
I don't know, but you know,
Look
he
at-
has neck in here.
We also, where's the Harrison Waltz sign?
We left it upstairs. You know,
Damn it,
smart
Isaac.
people. Harry Balls, actually. Get it right.
God. All right, fine. Well, car market bubble. Here you go. 33% of Americans who finance their cars now owe more on their loans than their vehicle's worth. This represents $31 million auto loan accounts registered by Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Making things worse, used vehicle prices in the U.S. have dropped by 22% over the past 3 years. Additionally, 24.2% of vehicles traded in had negative equity in 24, the most in 4 years, according to Edmunds. These borrowers owed an average of $6,500 more than their car is worth when they traded it in. This is the most on record. The car loan crisis is here. Absolutely insane to see. And this is why, again, I'm a huge proponent of buying vehicles with crypto gains. And when you feel like bragging to your wife and finally showing her the crypto account, look, honey, there's $100,000-$200,000 in here. Ha ha! Anti-attractive to you.
Take profit, motherfucker.
Exactly. That is the moment internally when you finally show your wife the crypto bags.
If you're bragging about your bags, you should probably sell it.
Yeah. And I did that, and she helped me because I was like, all right, I'll take a little bit off the table. She's like, no, sell all the Ethereum. Ethereum was $4,500. And I bought it for like $180 a piece. And we bought a minivan. Times were good. So shout out to my wife. Wonderful woman she is. Now this, Trump Media, DJT, $10.3 billion is now worth more than American Airlines at $9.1 billion. Absolutely insane to see the resurgence of DJT. A lot of people betting against Trump getting shellacked out there on Wall Street. Now the banking system, the quick reminder, I've said this before, but Finance a Lot said the same thing this morning, which was very validating. Banking system failed in September of 2019, but it only collapsed when the Fed pulled emergency liquidity away in January of 2020. Guess what happened right after that? All of a sudden, we have a virus that was an excuse to print $6 trillion. Now, Finance a Lot, massive account. It does some really great work. And I was really pleased to see him highlight the same thing because that's something that not a lot of people talk about.
Yeah.
There's a reason already for them to use this virus as a cover for printing half or more dollars to ever be in circulation at the time. They used it as a scapegoat. There you go. How's the trade doing? Am I dead? What is this? Hell? Where am I? Hades? Oh, now it's stop loss hunting me. It's going after me. Again. Should I move it down? Just a touch. Get away from me. Just a touch. All right. It's probably still going to hit. What do we got here? Joe Biden giving me some wonderful words. Let's have a listen to what he said.
Or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
What did he just say? Hold on.
Garbage I see floating out there is his honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of things is unconscionable.
So this current president of the United States just called Trump supporters garbage. And this is the same guy that guaranteed me a winter of doom and death, a cold, dark winter full of death and decay for those that refuse to jab themselves. Go to your local hospital and trust them so much.
Garbage gang, garbage gang.
Oh my God. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Faith is a substance of hoped for and evidence that not found. Bitcoin requires faith. Much love. Shout out to you, Crypto Billy. And I was going to make his space last night, but I went to bed at 9 o'clock sharp. I'm a very old feeling man, and it felt good to finally get some rest I needed. Absolutely insane to hear Joe Biden call us garbage because we are voting for Donald Trump or being outspoken about it. But never forget what Oscar once said, folks. Just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do things. Great things, in fact. It's called a garbage can, not a garbage cannot. And we garbage can do this shit. So fuck you, Joe Biden. Now, moments ago, RNC Chairman Michael Watley announced that the Trump-Vance campaign has filed a lawsuit against Bucks County for turning away voters. We're seeing a lot of reports about this, voters being turned away, kicked out of lines, yada, yada. We'll see if anything comes of it. But here's Kamala's little message. Trump will put you in camps. Let's have a listen to what she's spewing.
Trump intends to use the United States military against American citizens who simply disagree with him. People he calls, quote, the enemy from within.
Seems like she's kind of inciting stuff for the Democrats, who have already had 3 assassination attempts against Trump. Sure that there will be probably more from this insane rhetoric. Holy cow. Shout out to Crypto Billy for gifting the 10 memberships as well. Absolutely savage and very good of you. Even Bobcat Meme picked out a member. Now we have a cool meme coin account that's a basement member. Shout out to that.
That's the first time that's happened.
I like that.
I love it.
Now, the Democrats, they're in extreme panic mode here. This is RFK Jr. Facts. This is the hit campaign against RFK Jr. has promised to control public health agencies. This is terrifying, according to this account. Let's have a listen to what RFK's got planned.
The key that I think that President Trump has promised me is control of the public health agencies, which are HHS and its sub-agencies, CDC, FDA, NIH, and a few others, and then also the USDA, which is key to making America healthy, because we've got to get off of seed oils, and we've got to get off of pesticide-intensive agriculture.
Dude, I am so excited to see if RFK can actually take control of these agencies. Like, this is what we need. Our food is being systematically poisoned. They go through extra steps, extra millions of dollars to make sure our food stays poisoned. And now we have RFK standing at the potential to take control of that situation. He's even on Fox News talking about processed foods in our schools.
What is your question?
About 100,000 schools participate in the USDA's national lunch program during the year. If you're given a position by the Trump administration in the agricultural department, what will you do to improve school lunches?
I'll get processed food out of school lunch immediately. About half the school lunch program goes to processed food. About 70% of food stamps go to processed food. 10% of food stamps go to sugar drinks, to, sodas.
Dude, do you know what this means for me? Like, it's so hard for my boy to not get his hands on garbage food in schools. And Isaac, you grew up here.
Yep.
How was the food when you grew up in schools? Like, was it healthy food or what?
No, it was terrible. It's all trash, processed plastic garbage that you just scarf down because you're hungry.
And you're stuck in school. You have to, and you didn't come prepared, and you have the little school lunch account. It's what's available.
Yeah.
It'd be so amazing to see the school system take the garbage out and put good food in. It's really, really an uphill battle for parents right now. So very, very hopeful on this election, you guys. I know I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Now, this pretty crazy to see. This is the most blatant fan interference in history. Not only the World Series, but of all sports. Is the World Series going on right now? Is it really? Bree says it is.
Interesting.
I missed the sports ball update, but look at this craziness. Look at this. This is so nuts. You don't need the sound here. This fan holds on to his hand. Absolutely just robbery. This is highway robbery. Look at his face. Look at this shit. Oh my God. And look how pleased he is. He didn't even get the ball, but he's pleased about it. Yeah, fuck yeah. And it's a New York fan going after. This is complete bullshit right here. Like, something needs to be done about that. That can't be allowed here. Just literally having to fight the crowd for the ball. Nuts.
Luckily, I'm not a Yankee. So.
You're not a Yankee person?
Nope, Mets.
You're Mets all the way?
Mets all the way.
I grew up in Colorado in the era of Andres Garraga and Todd Helton. We had a good team at one point for the Rockies. Ever since then, it's been downhill. I do play baseball. I like playing baseball, but I don't watch it.
That's fair.
Fan is a retard or drunk or both.
I go with both.
Yeah, I guess the World Series is happening. The New York Yankees win so many World Series, though. I have to just by default root for the Dodgers. I don't know. Red Sox people are pretty cool. I like the people that like the Red Sox, the Boston. I like the Boston accents they have. Now this is crazy. This is the president of Guyana talking to a BBC reporter that's trying to make a hit piece about their economy. Let's have a listen.
Let's take a big picture look at what's going on here. Over the next decade, 2 decades, it is expected that there will be $150 billion worth of oil and gas extracted off your coast. It's an extraordinary figure, but think of it in practical terms. That means, according to many experts, more than 2 billion tons of carbon emissions will come from your seabed, from those reserves, and be released into the atmosphere. I don't know if you, as a head of state, went to the COP in Dubai.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Do you know that Guyana has a forest forever that is the size of England and Scotland combined? A forest that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon, a forest that we have kept alive, a forest that we have kept alive.
Does that give you the right? Does that give you the right to release all of this carbon?
Does that give you the right to lecture us on climate change? I am going to lecture you on climate change because we have kept this forest alive that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon that you enjoy, that the world enjoy, that you don't pay us for, that you don't value, that you don't see a value in, that the people of Guyana has kept alive. Guess what? We have the lowest deforestation rate in the world. And guess what? Even with our greatest exploration of the oil and gas resource we have now, we will still be net zero. Guyana will still be net zero. With all our exploration, we'll still be net zero.
Powerful words, Mr. President. But
I am not completed as yet. I am not finished as yet. I am just not finished as yet. Because this is the hypocrisy that exists in the world. The world in the last 50 years has lost 65% of all its biodiversity. We have kept our biodiversity. Are you valuing it? Are you ready to pay for it? When is the developed world going to pay for it? Or are you in the pockets? Are you in the pockets of those who have damaged the environment? Are you in the pockets, are you and your system in the pockets of those who destroyed the environment through the Industrial Revolution and now lecturing us? Are you in their pockets? Are you paid by them? Are you paid to...
All right.
I love this guy, man. This is fucking based. Like BBC's, you're so bad for the environment. You and your gigantic forest that you keep alive. Here in the England, that's a fucking concrete island that has no biodiversity in it. We're gonna sit here and tell you that you can't do oil and gas exploration. You're so dangerous for the world. You and your forests and your gasoline. I absolutely loved seeing this guy fight back. It is such insane hypocrisy that's laid out by these elite countries that sit here on these concrete islands, basically shunning these rainforest locations, these places that are filled with forestry. Even here in America, you have oil and gas exploration in the midst of massive forests, but yet that is the big problem. That's the detriment to society, not your concrete jungle that everyone seems to love so much, full of Starbucks and palm oil products. Absolutely insane. And the average eco activist is out there just covering themselves in lotion filled with palm oil. Meanwhile, they don't care about all the forests that are burned down, all the orangutans that are completely dislodged, all of the carbon emissions that actually come from burning those forests to make way for your stupid palm oil trees. It's absolutely insane. And that really needs to be brought up to, if you find yourself in a battle with these, because honestly, the eco brainwashing it's been in place for like decades. So there is a really big uphill battle when it comes to fighting back against those people and their narratives. Of course, my damn long. Okay, should we do it again? We're back at the bottom. I made a couple bucks off that move. Let's see here. I'm kind of tempted by this. Hold on. The RSI is still halfway up. She's trying to like chunk down. She's trying to chunk out of this. We're going again. I'm going again. You can't stop me. All right. Full send. Let's go. All right. And I'll do this stop loss. Like, what is this? I'll probably lose money on this stinking trade, but 71.6. Let's do it again. 71.6 is the stop loss. This is responsible trading. So if I lose, I don't lose too much. I'll do 550. 550 about. And then we'll try it again so I don't have to watch it here. Babysit it right around 600 and see. So I just made like 20 bucks off that last trade. See if I can snag another little move to the upside. This is just trading the chop, riding the lightning of Bitcoin. I got some time on my hands. Like seeing a little bit of I love trading ranges. So, seeing this range established this morning, feeling good about it. Let's keep moving here. All right, so we got that covered. This was nuts in Georgia, Atlanta. We had some dude throwing freaking like, what was this, furniture and pillows off, and he was firing shots off. And we had some video of it. Apparently, the guy was taking shots off the balcony. Oh, nice. And the SWAT and police had to move in on him. I think they did end up getting him. They clipped him with a little shot to the face, but he lived. Okay, so everyone could just calm down. Fuck around and find out. If you're sitting there sending shots into the public domain, probably going to get taken. Shout out to the people this is a thankless job. Amazon drivers. And my Amazon driver, I feel for him because he has to call me every time he pulls up because I just let my dog stay outside. He's basically just doing circles around the property. He's a cane Corso. He's about 110 pounds. He bites vehicles and he definitely bites strangers. So look at this poor dude. He pulls up to deliver a package. Looks like a rural location. Let's take a look at how it went here.
Brother. Fuck she on, bro. Straight got the gun pointed at me like, what is she doing? Like, what the fuck, bro? She tweaking. Like, dead ass.
Oh my God. But, he's just trying to deliver a package. He's probably, one of the things that's kind of weird about it though, is that some of the Amazon deliveries, now they have to use like their personal vehicles or vehicles that aren't marked Amazon. People are a little on edge. Okay, admittedly. So, Amazon delivery, man, that's just kind of an unsung hero job. Those guys, they work really hard. They don't really make that much money. BG, never relax. You are the carbon they want to reduce. Drill, baby, drill. That is base take right there. Is that not normal in ATL? Usually it's just like gang related or outside of a club in ATL. It's kind of rare. I don't know if it's rare.
Stuff, though.
What's that?
We've had some crazy stuff though.
Yeah, I mean BJ, he was in like a food court and he almost got shot down in Atlanta. So Atlanta can get a little bit hot at times. You know what? And even when I'm down there dressed up as Where's Waldo, where's Glocko? Because that shit is on me at all times. And speaking of Glocks, sometimes practicality is the best. No, you can't just use a stock Glock 19. You have to use a red dot and spend hundreds of dollars getting a cool new gear to look flashy on Instagram. No, you can't do that. And this is the Gucci action going around. And here, the affordable and practical application. Spend your remaining money on buying land and learning survival skills. And here's the deal. I have never had a Glock jam on me. I've had the SIGs. I've had the Smith & Wesson. I've had I even had a Kimber. All fucking jammed on me at some point, but I've never had a Glock jam on me. And when I have a sidearm, I want it to always go boom. That's kind of the point of it. Let's see. Prep Crypto says, can you turn up the Drew's volume maybe? Oh yeah, we got to go to MrBeast. What do we got here? Hold on. We got to go to MrBeast. Where's this news article here? I think I have it in my bookmarks. I had this stuff all. You know what? I pull too many stories. Too many stories. There's too much to cover. God, there's some good memes too. Look at this. Okay. We're getting banned for this one, but voting machines affected nationwide, says Jocelyn Benson. Nationwide issue with, can't say this word, but the system that counts machines hit by voting bug votes will not properly be recorded. This is her explaining away how they're planning to rug us. Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Isaac? Doesn't it sound familiar? Let's keep going through these. God, there's so much good. Listen to this guy. Hold on. This is an actual clip from a guy who trolls Harris voters. We just got to have a listen to the delusion real quick.
What's your biggest obstacle in life right now? My biggest obstacle in life? Trump. Mm-hmm. Trump, absolutely. So do you wake up and think about him? Yes, constantly, every day. Do you go to sleep and think about him? Yes, every day. Are you in love with him? I hate his guts.
Are you in love with him?
Dude,
I like
this
that
guy is so consumed with Trump. And it's like a thing where it's like, when Biden got the presidency, I won't say that he won, but I'll say that he got the presidency. He's like, fine, that's my president. Yes, I will refer to that person as my president. I didn't sit there sweating that Biden was our now president for the last 4 years. And honestly, it's looked like a situation of elder abuse ever since then. So just let the guy, I mean, he's old, he probably didn't know what he was saying when he called us all garbage. Maybe just put him to bed. Okay, Grandpa, sure, we're garbage. Just get some sleep, would you? Now, MrBeast, it's from Cointelegraph, being investigated for ties to 50 or more crypto wallets linked to a potential insider trading, netting over $23 million in profits. Let's check it out here. What do we got going on with the MrBeast? And this guy's been banned off my television since the whole, what was the guy or the dude that he had employed that wore a wig all the time? Chris. Yeah, once that dude Chris was on there, I just had to be done with it. But
ruined his entire family, wife and kids to be a trans dude.
Yeah, it was just when he did that, I just can't have my son watching that stuff.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely nuts. So article came out investigating MrBeast's activity in 50 secret wallets, uncovering insider trading and questionable deals. Investigation was put together by these folks: HX and Turson on-chain analyst Casper Locke advising Angel Face Peanut, Soma XBT, RF Parson, and Locke advising as well. And we go into this, they have basically the entire schematic of MrBeast wallets right there, connected to all these different on-ramps and the in-ramps as well. And really, this looks like it's stemming from a large amount of profits or kind of insider trading that happened with MrBeast, KSI, and this super token. Super token was something I never bought. I could see them all shilling it really, really hard, and I knew those things, they end up just rugging hard. Now these on-chain analysts have put it all together. We have Gemini deposits and all the wallet transactions there. And right here, we have Superverse, formerly Superfarm, and all of those past receipts. The first project to have on the list, Project Farm, Superfarm, now called Superverse. Crypto token that had many promises for making an NFT marketplace, integrating with games to create a gaming economy, promising to deliver games such as Pizza Heroes and Imposters, two games that were stuck endlessly in development. And they'll have the promises coming soon, major game coming soon. We're getting in early, get the pre-sale. Looks like Elio Trades also pushed this, heavily pushed by Elio Trades, YouTube crypto marketer with a shady history of pushing crypto tokens to his fans, to later then dump Alex Becker, who also pushed Super. Interesting, mentioning in his videos. My wife said I should just, since Ben and none of them will take me on, maybe I should just go after Alex Becker.
You should.
Maybe.
Just fuck it.
He's always like posting those things like, I'm up at 3 a.m. eating raw dog meat and I'm going to live life like the coolest. You see, like the antithesis of the legacy build out, because I don't know, does he have kids? Does he ever post about family values or anything like that?
I don't know.
I haven't seen any of it. It's always just him licking a gun and buying some, degenerate gaming play. Maybe that'd be the move. Big influencers such as MrBeast, KSI, Lazar Beam pushed the token to their fans. And on, what's that?
Laser Beam.
Lazar Beam. I call it Lazar Beam.
It's fair.
Lazar Beam. They pushed this token to their fans. On-chain activity shows profits of upwards of $10 million for MrBeast, KSI, and Lazar. Bob Lazar. You know where that comes from? Bob Lazar. Did you ever listen to Bob Lazar?
Nope.
Dude, you're missing out.
Apparently, I've missed out on a lot of stuff, Drew.
Yeah. Really, Bob Lazar, some deep take right there. Let's see here. So pre-sale, and this is the thing. The Super had a pre-sale ICO, which is open to public investors, where each Super token was sold for 2 cents each. However, upon launch, Super did a 50x increase. Prices jumped to $1 each. Early public investors who thought they had a 50x gain were suddenly refunded their investments through legal loopholes. Fuck.
Damn.
That hurts. So they see the price just absolutely mooning, and they just get a refund for their original investment rather than the tokens. Oh my God. Here's one of them. One of the pre-sale investors who got refunded. after many communication attempts, was given some rubbish reason that told, regardless of our SAFT was not signed by them, and it apparently did the same for a recent wish list. Holy God, that would absolutely, or a white list. That is just total ruggage right there. Yeah, this is insane. And here's some of the snapshots. Elio trades. There's a gem. They're talking about these early gems and explosions coming. And oh yes, covering soon in a video. Yes, I've talked about it before. And then MrBeast, massive account under it. Super googly weird ooh-woo face under there, getting everyone all excited. Where is this? Is the trade in profit again? $31 again. It's in profit. I strike again with this trend line. The trend line holds. Let's see here. All right, fine. This is cool. Maybe this, because what I'm seeing is this thing coiling to the end of this. I am watching for another retest / break of the true all-time high in dollar terms for Bitcoin. If we were able to hold this and break above this in a traditional fashion, feeling good about this trade, baby. Let's see here. Oh, Control Z, right? That's how you undo that. All right. What's the Command Z? Command Z. Aha. Because it's on an iBook. All right. So, yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing here is we came up to the top end. I'm looking for us to retest the top end of this fib. This is the one. This is where it all began, folks. This is the all-time high of Bitcoin. And in terms of buying power, we actually got to breach $83,000 per Bitcoin in buying power to accomplish that all-time high. And I think we are on our way there. I'm feeling giga bullish on Bitcoin. That might be a really fun fight, honestly, because he's like super in shape, right? Like he's got the abs, he's got all that stuff. I'm just some thick, angry dad that would come after him and just, I mean, I think I'm much angrier. I think I got that going for me. Yeah, but I think that this trade might actually play out for me pretty nicely. Let's keep moving here. Got some news for Chainlink. Chainlink Runtime Environment, CRE, major platform upgrade got announced. New modular composable architecture, scalable across thousands of chains, deep customization for capital market users, and self-serve product development. Very, very good look for Chainlink. I loved seeing this come out. And actually, there's a little bit more about it. Johnny didn't pull it up here. But what this Chainlink upgrade is setting up for, Chainlink is setting up for a potential universal gas token usage for itself as a token. And the token price for Chainlink has been looking really good. I mean, we had like a slight market pullback here today, but Chainlink was one of the top gainers. I don't know why the hell I accidentally just did that. Let's do this. Let's go here. So yeah, Maker. And I was giving a shout to Maker before this resurge pump. Looks like it's cooking on the way back up. Chainlink, look at this, up 4.6%. Mantra, this is Nick reminded us about how bullish Mantra was looking at, I think, a while ago, well before this good-looking pump. Uniswap, Arbitrum, Core, Lido, DAO, and Aave. Now, something that you notice about this, DeFi. DeFi, baby. Aave pumping, Lido pumping. We got, obviously, Uniswap, but then Maker. Okay, and Lido, DAO, Aave, these are like huge integral pieces of where DeFi and all that Ethereum juice kind of stems from. Good looking on the overall DeFi 2.0 summer, not the fake one that Elio Trades guys talking about, the real juice here. Now the haircuts, BitTensor Tau coming back down to $50. Didn't necessarily get into the 450 mark that I was looking for. The lowest it got to is about 490. Let's see here on the year. Yeah, I don't think it's ran away from us too hard yet. I would not, like, it is trying to show, but these are lower lows. If I'm looking at forest through the trees, and I wouldn't be surprised to see an opportunity zone for BitTensor pop its head up at around $450. I love this project. Think that it's going to be one of the bigger movers, especially with the AI conference coming March of 2025. So BitTensor Tau is something I'm keeping well on my radar. Let's look at the other top gainers here, see where all the rest of the juice is. Not really much else. We got Smog not dying. That's great. Cardano. Is it time for Drew to buy Cardano once again? You don't think so?
Nope.
Man?
I'm staying out.
Almost, I kind of almost feel like it's gonna be a move. Like it'll be, I feel like $3. I'm not feeling $8.
But it's not for me.
Well, and like the interesting thing about this Cardano upgrade of Bitcoin transactions on Cardano DZ had a very reasonable take about this, that it's offering that layer of private Bitcoin transactions through Cardano's Midnight. It's great tech. Will the people come? He's built the house. It's about will the people come? And this is not a porno, so don't get weird about that when I say when the people come. I saw you smiling from the back of your head. I can know when you're smiling, Isaac.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I see it. It's like your freaking jawline opens up. Now, oh my God, did that just get weird again? Yeah. This is an accumulation pattern. It hasn't died nearly like how these ISO tokens have been dying. And it's boring till it's not boring. It's boring till it's not boring. I almost, like I've been saying, 20 odd cents doesn't feel terrible buying Cardano. It didn't give me that opportunity. It went to like 31 cents on the dot for these two double bottoms. Now it's trying to build up from there. Oh man. I'm getting tempted by this Cardano graph. Chaotically, I'm tempted by this. Maybe just for a touch. Just a touch of this. Because this looks like an accumulation pattern. The chain link shows the same types of accumulation pattern before it pops back up. Maybe I might get a little bit of bag of it. Becker tells you not to buy anything that he's talking about. That's good. That's a good thing. Ada just partnered with NASA for supply chain tracking. Not giving up on Charles. Stopped buying Ada. Admittedly, though, Cardano, no. Satoshi would buy Cardano. No Diddy. Alex O. I think we're going to have a collab with Alex O Crypto here. We're talking about Thursday, maybe. I will be streaming from my house, but I think I could still make that collab happen. I will be streaming from the house because I am going Halloween trick-or-treating with the kids. My mom's in town. It is incredible having the moms in town. She just is making the best food on the planet. And the kids, I feel like my wife makes the same food that my mom does, but then the kids eat way more of the grandma food for some reason. There's something about
it's just better, more original.
I don't know about it. I mean, my wife's an amazing cook. But when my mom comes into town, those kids are having seconds. You know what I mean? And me, I'm eating a lot of food. Let's see here. Elliot, shout out to Kelly for dropping the memberships. Appreciate you, bro. French Toaster picked that up. Elliot from Elio Trade says, if the crypto is hated, it probably will do well. Seeing a lot of hate on Cardano lately. I mean, we saw the same hate for the Bitcoin layer 2s, and look what happened to that. Did they die? No, they did not die. Johnny made nearly a 10th or 20% of a Bitcoin off of a few $100s. So, the things, they don't die. And especially when they're hated, like the same kind of sentiment was against NFTs. Now, XRP, my hatred has a lot of statistical backing for it. So I don't think there will ever be. I'm text message my friend who just will not give up on XRP, that short we made today.
Yeah.
He's like, there's still a chance.
There's still a chance XRP goes up. No, it doesn't.
Jesus, unbelievable. This trade still holding on, slight in profit, fine. What are we up? 2%. I'll see if this holds on. If we lose this little flag, I can't get lucky if any at the fair. So we're looking good across the board for crypto, though, you guys. Like the tides are gonna rise all ships. We're seeing that with even some of the old school projects here. It's showing some really good wins in our sales. And really, the only thing that I think we could mess up with at this point, if we're looking at the market and we're paying attention, just please be careful. Like, this is something I'm talking to myself. It's about not putting your hand in the cookie jar and trying to swap out all this stuff and make all these moves and overtrade. I am not trying to overtrade or change up my bags. Kind of that beginning conversation about having conviction. Stay focused on the things that you really feel like, or I feel like, are going to be the best movers. And, with trading, I'm out here with, maybe 2% of my portfolio. And trade with me on 2Bit if you are doing that. Support the basement. Use code BASEMENT, capital basement. Get signed up. I use tight stop loss and sometimes find those really, really major gains that I can then put into larger spot holdings. And it feels good. Feels like we're going the right path. Just I'm using extreme conservative stop losses to make sure that the nasty movements to the downside are not there to take away my bag. So I appreciate every single one of you out here for joining me. Crypto Billy for dropping the members. We got M Vino dropping the memberships. Alex O up in here. Shout out to you. He's a great dude. Great community Alex O has. So you know what? We're paying attention to the markets at the right time. Also need to make sure that your hard iron goods are nice and oiled and clean, because it is the season of weirdness coming upon us. So I appreciate and love all of you. Stay safe out there, you guys. Isaac, great work on the sticks. You know, just incredible. You know, absolutely wonderful. I will be streaming from home tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you. I'll see you soon.